Hi, Tal here. I wanted to record this quick video to show what does it mean and what is the power of a vcert application that comes with Venafi. So vcert, if you don't know, it's a command line CLI tool that's available for Linux, Mac, and Windows, depend what is your running environment. It can work as a standalone application, or it can consume configuration file where you will define what characteristic of certificates you want to be issued, credentials for issuing those certificates, and also the most important is after installation task that you would like to run once a certificate been issued. So maybe just to show you real quick here, if I go and see the YAML configuration file, it's quite simple. You have two main sections. One is a configuration that says what credentials to use whenever you log on to the backend. And then you have a definition of certificates, the way you would like the certificate to be, the validity for the certificate. And the last section here, it's installation that will define what are steps or tasks that you would like to do once a certificate being issued. Okay, so in my case here, you can see it's a bash commands that I can run from CLI, from shell. The first command, I will check if this particular file present in the system, and if it is, then I will back it up. And then I will run JSK7cmd to create a database. If you're running version 7, 8, 9, 10, so you will use a similar concept. So you will create the database with the password, with the type of database. This is the second command. And the third command that I use here, I will inject this certificate that I just issued into this particular database, KDB database. Now you see how I can chain those commands, and it's easier to see that here I can chain extra additional command that will restart service. In this YAML file, you can see that I have a notion of environable. So if in your Linux environment you would like to use certain environables, you can do it. So let me show you. This is going to be variable that will create a date. And whenever I do a certificate request, you can see that I will add under subject alternative name day of today. To run vcert, you can do it just as it is, and you can see those commands. The most sophisticated way to run vcert is going to be a run command, and then you will reference to this YAML file that we saw before. And there's additional few attributes here, like a force renewal that I will explain later how to relate to vcert. So this is the command that you will run. You will include this command in cron tab. So Linux will run it every night or every whenever frequency you need to run it by itself. So once you run this command, it will analyze the KDB file. It will see what format, what is the certificate common name, and then it will run after install actions. So if I check my folder right now, you will see I have a database and I have the certificate itself. So if you need to, you can remove the certificate as a part of the flow, as a part of after install actions, or you can leave it as it is. Now let me run this command again and check out what's actually happening. I will check my folder. And now you can see the previous KDB file and the new one. So your application knows to work with a particular file name, and whenever it references it, it will get a new certificate from there. There's additional options that we can discuss around vcert and YAML and the KDB file, what an option, and particularly one it's a 31 day for renewal. What it allows me to do, if you have a cron job that run this vcert every night, it will see when a certificate expiration comes, and then it will know to renew certificate if the expiration falls shorter than 31 days. So every night it will run, it will do nothing, and only when expiration comes to less than 31 days, it will engage with Venafi, get updated renewal version for certificate, and run this after install actions by backupping your database and creating a new database and injecting certificate there. So I would really not call it customization or customized implementation. It's more of configuration. We have, if I go to the website, we have great documentation here that explain all different parameters. If I go to playbook, we have different playbooks here that focus on what format of the certificate you would like it to be. So here is an example of this YAML file that I used. I just modified it a little bit to work with my environment, what I want it to be. All right, so I hope it's helpful and it's clarified what I mean by vcert solution that worked with TLS Protect Cloud. Thank you.